All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Happy Easter.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's day 17 of me streaming every day and it's day 17 of Camp Nano. So I hope everyone is doing well. You're still getting on with your goals. So I will let Shannon and Barrett introduce themselves and then I'll go through the comments. So Shannon, you can go ahead.
Hello everyone, my name is Shannon. I write under the pen name SC Huston, the YA fantasy author of the Clash of Goddesses series, with the final book in the trilogy coming out on the 6th of June. I'm also one half of the duo with Jenna O'Malley, doing the first AuthorTube writing conference coming to the AuthorTube YouTube community in July, and we are still looking for speakers. The deadline is May 15th, so you still have time if you would like to apply to be a speaker. We also have a website, authortubewritingconference.com. It's really easy to remember if you want to take a look at our special guest speakers and what presentations they're going to be giving and what you can look forward to in the future. And today I am going to be working on admin stuff. I have a newsletter to get out today.
Devin just dropped your link. Devin's gotcha.
Devin.
Did I cut you off? Were you done? Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I just cut you off? That was rude. No. Hi, everybody. My name is Barrett Laurie. I am coming at you from my bedroom today, not feeling amazing. Had a little too much cake for the weekend. So I am going to just hang out and do feedback on Laura Nettles' second book in her middle grade horror series. So I'm going to read that today and give feedback. And then I'm also setting up my stream for tomorrow that I was supposed to do Friday. And other than that, I'm coming to you live from my bed.
Nice.
In the not creepy way. In the way Morgan does it.
Yeah, and today I'll be continuing to work on my outline for my third book, which is exciting. It's going to feature a competition, like a worldwide magical type competition. So I'm really excited about figuring out all the rules for that. So yeah.
Super fun.
Shannon's reminding everyone to hit the like button. Thank you. Claude is here. Hello. And CB just finishing dinner. And writing. Hello.
It's a really easy name to remember.
I know.
Gwyneth's here. Hello. And Cyanide. And Devin. And Mama Maggie. Savion's here.
I love that profile picture.
SM Ryan. Happy Easter.
CB.
And there's the link for the writing conference. Cool Gamers here. Hello to the kitty.
Oh.
Adam is here.
Hey, Adam.
And JL. Hello.
Hey.
All right. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you're working on today. How's Nano going? I haven't updated my site like at all.
Yeah, I know. Same.
I wanted to get all the badges and I was like, that's not gonna happen. But it's fine.
Now, Shannon, did you guys have your thing yet? Your competition, like the house competition thing you were telling us about, or is that still to come?
The torch relay?
Yeah.
No, we did it last weekend and we went 72 hours. Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. We did pretty good. It was fun. Yeah, it's just a fun thing, I mean, if we win, we win. If we don't, it's still just fun to hang out with everybody in the group and pass on the imaginary torch to the next person and root everyone on.
Totally.
Thanks for hosting. You're welcome. I was hitting like a wall the last 2 days or so. I think I don't know. I think I'm better today. Tiffany's
the competition thing, it sounds exciting.
Oh, for the book?
Yeah, for your magic competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter-esque.
Yeah. It's going to be like a Triwizard Tournament type thing.
Cool.
Okay, I finally promoted. So sorry about that. Did a little late.
I'm really bad at promoting. ever like promote my streams.
I mean, I did the community. It was like I did a community share, and then I'll probably pop over on our Sprint and hit Instagram. Those are my best 2 feeders usually.
Working on trying to motivate.
When you're done there, Claude, come and help us. We're shoot our way today.
Yes. Just about where I want to be with writing projects. Still a little ways to go, but overall, I feel good. Nice.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Finally caught up. Woohoo!
Yes.
Hoping for another 1K.
Is this feeling better, Adam? Is the mouth back to the chompers good again?
Hmm.
Root canal.
Oh, root canal.
Just over 4K.
Just 4K under, so need the words.
That's great.
Still working on my fan fiction and my chapter of hell that I thought was finished, but apparently isn't.
Oh, we've all.
I want some Tiffany send it my way.
So how do you say that? Do you say it pecan or pecan?
Say pecan.
I say pecan.
I say pecan.
Wait.
I say pecan too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I say pecan.
Yeah. I know the pecan. I mean, I feel like I get more pecan in like Kentucky or like Arkansas when I'm visiting family than I do in Missouri quite as much.
I think my family says pecan.
Yeah.
Or pecan pie.
I always kind of stop like pecan. Like I always have to like question, is that what? Oh yeah, that's what I think it is. Derby is my favorite because it has chocolate in it. It's pecan pie with chocolate in it as well, which is delicious, and a little bit of bourbon. So, even though I don't drink, but hey. Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Can say today. I'll see you during expense tomorrow.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Let's see. Still fighting with the new Kindle Create tool. What is that?
Someone tell me.
Is it to create covers or documents? Or what?
I've seen it, but I haven't really looked into it yet. So I don't know. It'd be great if she could tell us what she's doing and if she learns any tips or tricks about it.
Yeah. I don't know what Ostara is.
Here, I feel like I think I know, but I'm gonna check before I say it.
TV says I was ahead, and now I'm not really.
It is. It's a Wiccan holiday.
I was wondering about that, but I didn't know either for sure. So
Yeah. It's a Wiccan holiday. It's for the spring equinox. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say it and then have people be like, "You're wrong."
Like no. Hello, Melissa.
Hey.
56,647. Nice.
Go, CB.
still really good.
Yeah.
Even if you're behind, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I thought about putting bourbon in it, and my father wouldn't eat it if I did.
Yeah. I mean, I put like half of what the recipe always calls for, just so that it's like a hint of the flavor, really.
I had a bourbon burger from Applebee's once, and that tore my stomach up. So I would never have anything with bourbon in it again.
Alcohol in general was not good on my tongue.
I feel like they just poured it on there and didn't cook it, cook it in.
I do think it cooks off, allegedly. I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to cook off, but I feel like it didn't. Pagan.
Yes. Okay, yes, that's That was a better way of saying it, probably. Sorry. Oh, hey, JC. Happy Easter. Thanks for taking a break from your non-tech day.
Caress the like button. I like that. Yes.
100K.
Wow, CB. Like,
that was my original goal. Then I was like, it's not going to happen this month. Is reinstituted the KC tool to add table of contents to all Kindle ebooks. They decided having them done automatically through Word isn't good enough anymore. Huh.
interesting. Okay.
I haven't made an ebook in a while, so I haven't tried that.
Uh-oh, here comes my girl.
Yeah.
Hi, Abby. Yeah, they can both come up here. If they'll lay.
I'm allergic to alcohol, so you know.
Yeah, I remember Subi saying that before.
Hi, Abby.
Yeah, hit smash tap, tickled the like button, but I've never caressed it. There's a first time for everything.
Oh, it's tickled too. Hi, Nugget. Oh, yeah, everybody can hear your loud mouth breathing.
And browning the butter to add more flavor. I really wish I liked to cook.
Yeah, I just don't.
Mm-mm. They discontinued the use of it 2 years ago, then decided to bring it back last month. And FYI, the KC tool doesn't recognize docs files and Word users have to use. Oh,
So that answers my question, because I was thinking, well, if they discontinued it 2 years ago and they brought it back, does that mean it's updated and vamped? But the fact that it uses Word from a couple of years ago, it probably is not updated and vamped.
Right.
well, that sounds annoying.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't quite. Yeah.
Meh, they're always doing something. Give me a slice. That sounds yummy.
Claude wants to see Nugget.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw.
one here and one that wants nothing to do with her. She's like, you mouth breathe. Oh, that sounds like fun.
I think that's one of the games we got for my son for his birthday.
Oh, is it really? That's a
I
fun
think
one.
so.
Baking is a happy place for me.
Yeah.
That's a stressed place for me. That adds to my stress.
I'm like, I could be doing something more productive right now. The entire time I'm cooking, I think that.
I mean, I get the baking thing. It just, yeah. I don't know. Baking for me, I agree, because I get something sweet at the end. Like cooking, sometimes I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have a chef.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the first thing I'm getting. If
nice.
I ever get money,
Oh,
I'm hiring a chef.
housekeeper, numero uno.
Half chef. Housekeeper. Yep, that'd be me.
Every time I'm like, housekeeper first. I can cook if they'll clean.
And then a personal assistant to check my email and do my social media.
100%. 100%. Oh, thank you, Claude. Thank you.
Yeah. Puppies.
Puppies. Puppies everywhere.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our first sprint. Oh wait, I gotta share it. Share. Okay.
Timer.
He's an HK's timer today. Turning off the sound. And happy sprinting, everybody. All right. End of the first sprint. How did everybody do?
I got the email, my newsletter written, but now I got to add in all my promotions, my cross promotions with other authors. So you're muted.
There.
How often do you newsletter?
Right now, I've been doing them twice a month.
Okay.
So probably when I'm not releasing any books. So I won't be releasing any books for a few months, if not half a year or so. After June, then I might drop down to once a month. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I do? I got the thumbnail done for tomorrow, and I'm like getting the links for everybody all set up, and I have picked dogs up and put them down and picked them up and put them down. And so that's what I accomplished. And that's it so far.
Nice. Let's see. I was trying to figure out what sort of mental test could be involved with the competition.
Ooh.
Still haven't figured it out.
Okay.
But yeah.
So in the military, one mental test that they did with us, which I think I mentioned this on, I don't know if it was your stream or Haley's because I mentioned it just recently. One thing they did is we went out to the field, which going out to the field is not easy because often we get dropped off at the beginning of the woods and we have to hike carrying our gear with us. And, it's a few miles hike in. Then as soon as we get in, we have to get the tent set up. And there's usually an advanced team sent in, but you have to get the rest of it sent in. And depending on your job, some people had to like dig for the communication lines. There's a lot of stuff you have to do to get the tent and all the whole camp set up. So one time what they did with us is they kept us up. We could not go to sleep. We did all that. We went right into doing duties, KP duties, guard duty, whatever. They kept us up. And I made it 3 days, but it was a mental test too, to really it was down to me and one other person. I came in second place. Not that it was a competition. We didn't get awarded medals or anything like that. But they kept us up as long as we could mentally stay awake and not snap because, you finish your task and then your NCO is giving you another task. And you're like, but I haven't slept yet. That's what you want to say, but you can't do that. You have to keep that, you have to say as a soldier, you have to do what and defer to your NCO. You can't snap at them. So it's hugely mental for me.
That's intense.
Okay.
I mean, that's a big sleep deprivation's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's an idea.
What are the ages? Like, what are our ages of our contestants?
I don't know.
Okay. I was like, because it depends, right? Like, if we're talking about like,
well, it's not going to be kids.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Like,
I was like, we're
maybe
talking
17 to like adult.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, how tough can we be on these kids?
Because that's like the age range of Shaw and Emerton, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, I think sleep deprivation is good. I mean, that's good as far as what you're testing. Ma'am, please, you really no. Yet. So I'd say that's a good one to start with. What other ideas did you have?
And were you wanting something magical in the idea?
That's what I was wondering. Like, are you wanting a magical element or is it like a physical, mental?
Well, I decided that that Demetrius is going to test them in 4 ways. So mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So he's going to test them in all these 4 ways. So each one doesn't have to be specifically like with their abilities, because that's going to probably take place mostly like in the physical test. So it doesn't have to be magical for each one. So I don't know. I was just like Googling like what kind of like mental kind of tests that there were.
Sounds is another thing to test people with.
Blaring music and not turning it off for hours and hours and hours at a time. I'm trying to think. There are also some like I'm trying to think what it's called. I mean, there's all different kinds. You can if you're like torture kind of things where I'm thinking of like comics stuff that they've done in like X-Men and stuff, but there was a whole series where they were taken to an island and certain mutants were put in little tiny cages for a certain number of days until they broke, a confined space kind of a thing. or just anything to sort of. It's like Shannon said, it's to get you to break.
Because I was thinking about like some kind of like a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah.
Even though those are supposed to be like relaxing, for me that would be a nightmare. I wouldn't last.
Yep, nope.
So I was thinking of something like that, where they had to like stay calm or like something.
Yeah. CB said the same song over and over again.
Ooh, yes. I mean, you could do that with us with the same bad.
Did you hear that thunder?
Yeah, was that your storm?
Yeah, that's the thunder. The storm that just rolled in.
Oh, wow.
Prime nap weather, Shannon. I'm working on you to stay up because I'm like, that is prime nap weather.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking like Hunger Games. Maybe there were spheres come up. That is one of them that I was using. I think in the first book when the Emerton had to go on that challenge with the Undine.
The elemental. That's what I was just thinking of. Yeah.
So yeah.
But that could be a way to highlight what Emerton's. I mean, is Emerton going to be in the game?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I was saying if she was in it, that'd be a good way to highlight the change in her character because she had this fear in the first book, but it could be something different now.
Yeah.
But she's not in it, so.
Okay, let me go back. Say hello to people. Lauren is here. Hi, Lauren. Cyanide had dinner.
Delicious, I hope.
Got a lot of research in sci-fi is weird.
I think it's weird.
206 words.
Way to go, CB.
Got a few questions done in my training manual.
Way to go.
470.
Way to
Good job.
Good sprint.
Ate lunch and got out the ingredients for the pie crust.
Proud of you.
And yay.
Did you like the vault?
I have the vault on my Kindle. I'm planning on reading that.
But
yeah,
too. I haven't got to it yet.
Need to start putting some time into finding the right team of people to finish up the book cover, design, editor, etc. Feels daunting but exciting. Yes. And then it's the same song over and over again. I think I already said this one. It's a small world would be a good one to use.
Oof, my God. That ride drives me insane. So yeah, I concur. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's all different kinds of things, like making someone stand, rigging them in a way so that they have to stand for a certain number of time, or just anything uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You could do it as like a magical curse or even a drug they give them where if they start bending their knees, it hurts or something like that.
Yes, that's a good idea. And a way to add magic.
Mm-hmm.
Typing that one in.
Or maybe even they just have to hold completely still. If they move at all, then it's like fire or something feeling inside them.
Well, that's a good one.
That'd be hard.
Good.
Maybe blink your eyes.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Breathe, yes. Right. That's a little more important than blinking eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, then there's the bad ones. You can always.
Well, there is a bit of a sci-fi feel a little bit to your story. So you could do, if it was like a drug they were given or a magic spell, it could be the, try to remember my terms here, and I don't know if I can say it right, the autonomous nervous system, like that runs automatically. So it doesn't affect that. So you can breathe and do things that you would normally do, but you can't do anything else outside of those systems.
That reminds me of like this. There's a spider venom or a snake venom or something. I was reading a book a number of years, like a thriller, not a magical book, but there's actually like a venom of some animal, spider or something, where you can still breathe and you can still you have autonomous body functions, but you're paralyzed. Like you can't move your limbs, which would also be terrifying to be somewhere and
that would be a mental thing.
Totally, I'd be like.
Especially if you didn't know where it was coming from.
Totally, or exactly, or in a situation where there's a ticking clock, right? Like in the book, they're in a bathtub, and the bathtub is filling, and so that's awful.
That's good. You guys have good ideas.
Thank you. We're really good at torture.
Yeah, let me just think of all the ways to torture people. What's the name of that song from Sesame Street?
Ooh,
I
which
don't know
one,
which
Phoebe?
song.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Like the theme song or a different song?
I think he's trying to give you more ideas for the torturing of sound.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Do y'all know the moon is
Or she-
moving?
Or the song from Lamb Chop, the song that never ends.
Oh, yes. So,
Oh.
Gwenna, you know, she's talking about the sci-fi for her book. Do you do hard sci-fi? Because I just I was listening to a podcast. They're like, what podcast should you listen to as a writer? And one of them brought up that if you do hard sci-fi, a good podcast is NASA, which that just made me think of that.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea, actually. I would never have thought of that, but of course. I mean, this is really fascinating, though, because I'm sitting here looking at that thinking, like, how old will I be in 5,000? How will I look in 5 billion years? I wonder.
Well, if they figure out how to transfer our consciousness into robots before we die, we don't have to worry about looks anymore.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. On by, Tiffany. That song. There are several songs from Sesame Street. Oh yeah.
I'm more worried about the gamma flash.
Yeah, and the gamma flash is the stuff that knocks out our power grid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It's like an electromagnetic thing or something. Yeah, agreed. Oh my God.
It's a mild form of poison, like something that feels like a case of food poisoning.
Ooh. That's what we call normal life, Michael.
That's what I call Crohn's disease. But
that sounds like our disease.
It would be easy to tap into for your book, though.
A slow form of torture. Maybe use the next one to think about the ways to change my workspace. Maybe it will help with motivation.
It really does for me,
Mm-hmm.
Claude. I mean, I think I was in a funk until we got the dog, and then I suddenly like cleaned our house. My productivity has been through the roof since my office is clean. I don't have piles of paper. Like it was just sort of like I'd slowly shut down. And
what he really needs is a dog, then.
Yeah, exactly. Take this one. You get your tongue out.
Make them think they're in danger when they're really not.
That's a good idea.
Ooh, that's kind of Maze Runner. Yeah.
She need to use specific element or spell, but is the only they can't use, or they'll lose their magic for the test. Okay.
Or take their magic away. Give them some sort of this is again going to X-Men, but they had the clasps that would suppress their powers. So you could either do something like that or something they ingest that takes away their powers temporarily, but they don't know that they like what's happening. So to go from being magical to not would be pretty mentally,
Well, if it's mental, maybe they're given a pill. It's a placebo pill, and they're told it's going to take away their magic. So they have to break through that mental barrier that their magic is actually still there, but they're believing it's not.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
too.
that's good.
That's good too. I like that.
Yeah.
And then that could be one of those scenarios where someone figures out they still have their magic in like a moment of panic, or what I mean, like a moment when your subconscious mind would override, what you've told yourself, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So that'd be a more interesting reveal. Good job, Shannon. You should write books. Oh, don't want to think about it. We have them here.
Yeah. See, figured out the tool only see files in the downloads file. Basically, one convert from docs to put in import into Kindle tool.
It seems like a lot of work for.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of steps.
Wow, even more.
That's a lot of steps.
Yeah.
Why are you making it more difficult? Kindle.
Talking about this is like to format for Kindle. Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, the ebook.
Okay.
I just do it myself and not use the tool.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair. Me too. I'd never need to get on a plane again.
Hello, Victoria. Ew.
You know a lot about spiders.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Oh, fair, Claude, fair. Although this one doesn't move very fast, so they'd have the advantage of speed.
Make them improvise without their magic, like Tony Stark and Iron Man when he had to improvise and not use the suit when he was rescuing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's true.
Had a thing in one book where the she-wolf was given a task she would do with her wolf, but her wolf was suppressed, so she had to do it as a mortal. Okay. Guys have great ideas. Thank you.
It also would make your reader, not that they would not feel this way, but your reader might have that moment of where your magical world feels more accessible. You know, if your hero is not using magic to overcome something, then that always makes it a little more, I don't know, it's not a bad idea, Mama Maggie.
That had to redo all the books not done to the tool. Really?
I didn't get that email.
Why? I don't know if I used the tool on my. I don't know. I don't
I
remember.
didn't use the tool, and I haven't got that email. It's kind of weird.
Unless maybe it's the doc file, like the file she uploaded in, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, because I didn't upload a doc file. I changed mine into a PDF before I uploaded it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did too. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true, CB. You're not wrong.
All right. Okay, let's do our second sprint. Okay, 20 minutes on the clock again, and then we'll come back and chat. So happy sprinting. Turn that off. All right. That was the end of our second sprint. How did everybody do on that one?
Almost done with my newsletter, but not there yet.
My stream is set up, so I have one last link of Shannon's to drop in from the writing conference. So I will be pulling that up, dropping it in, and then sending out links. And then one thing checked today. So,
Good.
yes.
Let's see.
What else doing?
I have some good direction on the challenges that I want to do now.
Ooh.
So I figured out, I haven't figured it out, but I got some notes down on like the purpose or what Demetrius is testing with each challenge.
Okay.
So like his emotional test is not going to be if they don't have emotions. It's if they let their emotions lead them. So I'm thinking like something heinous is going to be going on around them, and they have to decide whether or not they are going to go off of their emotions or continue on to complete the task. Something like that.
That's
good.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Time for lunch. Be back soon. Hope everyone had a good sprint. You all are just sitting there looking like you're counting down with the timer. Well, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss it.
Yeah. Way to go, CB.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Maggie, I'm so sorry. Like, this is like a slow rolling accident that we have just hung out with you throughout.
Are you able to take your old manuscript and turn it into PDF? Because it'll usually keep the links between, if you use the heading and the table of contents setting to set the Word document, it'll keep everything in the PDF.
Yeah. I figured out how long the New Earth days will be if the Earth were tidally locked to the moon.
How long? Like, what are we looking at? Like, are we talking a 36-hour day? Like, what do we got to look forward to when I'm 5 billion? And I'm going to live that long because just out of sheer stubbornness.
Catching up on reading today.
Thanks, Jenny.
I need to catch up on reading. I did read a little bit last night, which I was happy.
Nice.
Let's see. I know. Despise my advanced college reading professor for assigning 5 to 8 research papers. Oh my gosh. A 5 to 8 page research paper or 5 to 8 different research papers.
Right. 5 to 8 research papers is tough. Savanyan, it may not be just the professor, just fair warning. When I taught, there was like a list of what I had. I'm sure Shannon, same thing. We had a list of like what you had to hit for the accreditation. So only hate them so much. You can hate them for the grade.
Every single college I worked at was different requirements. Like they had to write this many papers, or one college was this many words in a semester.
Oh, words is hard. Okay, words. Yeah. So I would say just, you never know. It could be the department, that has a rule for the accreditation.
Yeah.
But it still sucks, and we're still feeling for you. And come right with us. We'll help you get them done.
85 words. I just want this chapter to end.
Oh, we've all been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually my last one. It's always the last chapter that I'm like, why won't this end?
Yeah, take a break.
Yeah. Especially like when things get frustrating. Like I have to like walk away and reset, or else I'm just gonna keep like ratcheting.
Although I understand what I'm sorry.
No, I was just
I understand what Mom Maggie, because I think what she's saying, right, her books are not showing up, and that's like you're thinking loss of revenue here. Like you have to get this done, so you don't.
Them.
Yeah, so I can imagine her anxiety.
Yeah, totally.
I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Like why did they do that though?
Yeah.
Reading Medium posts and an arc I promised to read by the 24th.
That sounds just like me, Jenny, except I promised it the 24th of March. it's very similar. Just
I won't accept a PDF for the upload.
Is that because you're using the Kindle Create tool? Because I've never used the tool. I just do it from the back end without using the tool. So I don't know if you use a tool now you're stuck using it, like you can't do anything else but use it, or I don't know.
I don't know. That's interesting.
right.
Worked on my opening to the research paper.
Okay.
Their stream has been added to tomorrow's playlist.
Thank you, Devin. Sorry to be late, Devin.
47 of the current days, about half of which would be sunlight and half would be dark. Only half the world would see the globe, and they see it all day long.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Fascinating.
I know that to get half sunlight, half, are you talking about different parts of the globe, only half sunlight, half dark? Because I know the one thing I just recently learned is the reason why Alaska and all the ones that are around the poles, the reason why they have half the year dark and half the year light is because we wobble on our axis.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it'd wobble away.
Yeah, so that's why I wondered what she was meaning. Sorry, getting to the nitty gritty of that.
No, I find I think that's fascinating. I mean, I think all of that is so fascinating. I did one. Oh, sorry. What is this? EPUB. Okay.
That's so weird. I don't.
This is one of those where it's like it's not like a restart the computer, is it? Like that's how simple I am. With I would not be a good self-publisher because I'd be like, can I just restart it?
Now that she's saying that, I think I do. I take my PDF and I put it into Calibre and I download the shoot, I just hit the button by mistake. I was trying to see. Yeah, it's Calibre. I put it in there and then I download the EPUB, I think, is what I download, and that's what I upload. I was thinking I was to upload the PDF directly, but I'm not in my back end to really look to see what I'm doing. But it's not. I take the PDF and put it into Calibre, which is free, and then just download the EPUB. It changes the format over.
It's been so long since I made my ebook. I don't even remember. But I think I did use Kindle Create when I did it. So I don't know. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Adding the butter to the crust and it smells awesome.
What you're doing to me, you know what you're doing.
Only half the world will see the moon. Okay.
Wow.
Ooh, I wonder how that affects do you have oceans?
Because
that would affect that would affect everything.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, how does that pull how does that impact the tide?
Yeah.
Fascinating. The other thing I did do on this break, I slipped over and was pulling stuff from YouTube's, like the little community posts popped up, and the Courtney Project had one that I was just going to say something about. Apparently people tracked down her Kennedy Fox email.
Yeah.
We're using it for other things. And so I would say to anybody, I've had 2 people find my personal email, which is always weird. So don't do that. Whatever one is listed, that's the one we want you to use.
Yeah.
Not the personal one. We're like, how did you get this? Your voter registration file. Well, that's weird. Why do you have that?
Yeah, and then just asking her to read their book or ghostwrite for them. I'm like, does she say she does any of that? No.
That happens a lot. Michelle told me she'll have people, ask her all kinds of things that I'm like, why would someone think that that's okay? And I get it. It is you feel connected to people, I think.
Not that connected. You should. I mean,
boundaries.
You should feel that connected to anybody that you've never met before.
I know.
Or even had conversations with, because these are probably people who had never even talked to her.
Right. Well, and then Bethany, I saw Bethany commented on it too. Was like, oh, yep, this happens to me. And I'm just like, I bet it happens to all of them.
Yeah.
At one point or another.
Creepy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then listen, the department head is your bummer.
Hello, Margaret.
Hey. Hi, Margaret.
Guess who hasn't done the words today? Me.
Okay.
Listening to hymns and wishing I was around the corner because I miss My right hip is playing up.
I'm sorry.
I have 10 books to fix. That's
Oh, Mama Maggie.
That's awful.
Holy Moses.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be a nice long day. Yay.
Yeah.
I know. I honestly, what I tell people is like March just kind of hit me like a Mack truck, and my whole life shut down for about a month. So it was just the circumstance, but yes, give me an extra week always.
I would say though, in my experience working with ARC readers, is that you only get about half of them who actually fulfill the promise to do your review, do it on time. I mean, I say 50%. So if you cut out those who don't do it at all, take that out. So the group that's left, 50% do it before it publishes, and the other do it after.
Okay, and you really want it before because you want it to like hit the algorithm the day you release. Okay,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is I tell all my ARC readers who are like, I'm so sorry I didn't get it done ahead of time. I was like, you did it. So I'm happy that you just did it because all reviews help.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. But yes, Jenny. I'm shocked by it because I'm like, this sounds like something that would happen to a lot of people, like at once.
Yeah.
So. Oh, wow.
I'm sending you good vibes.
Same.
If we were tidally locked to the sun, it'd be half the Earth light and half day. But being locked into the moon, we would still fully rotate the sun.
Oh, okay. Okay, so your tides would still happen. It's just pulling on a different like electromagnetic field, I guess, than the moon.
But then why wouldn't the other half of the world see the moon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless
too far away.
Rotates around us. So if the other half doesn't see it, that means the moon is not rotating. So it's together one body going around the sun, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. But then wouldn't that still affect the tides?
I think it would because you don't have it on the other side. Because the tides come in and out when the moon rises and sets, right? That's when the tides change.
So then would the moon always be full?
I don't see this is questions.
No.
I'm not a science person.
What causes the moon phases? Isn't that because
it's the sun? With the sun and the planet that's locked to going around the sun, that's what gives the different phases. So I would think that would still continue. I don't know.
Oh, Gwenna, we need to read this book because we are now fully invested.
You have to answer all these questions in this book.
We are fully vested. Oh, same, CB. Like I know this enough to get in trouble. That's it.
I know the planets in order. That's it.
Well, and one of the ones I learned was a planet is no longer a planet. So
yeah,
it's
like,
right.
It's a planet to me.
Yeah.
I learned the song. It's a planet.
Okay.
Half year dark. Yeah.
I put the word in the thing, and then I think Margaret dropped a link for it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Oh my good energy. Yeah.
Well, that's not good. Probably low.
Yeah. Interesting. It would affect everything. That would affect then storms, like tropical depressions, tropical storm, like all of it would be impacted. That's a lot.
I want to read about it.
Oh, me too. I know. Now I'm like, I want to know how it ends.
I don't even know what the story is, what's happening in the story, but I just want to know about the tides. Then also exerts a pull on the atmosphere.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Michael.
All this research to rewrite my first book. Crazy how nerdy my 17-year-old self was. That is exactly what's tripping me up. I can't find good research on it, and it's killing me.
Do you know about Google Scholar?
Ooh.
So if you go into, you can type into the Google search bar, Google Scholar, and it'll bring up a whole different search function, but it's just scholarly articles. Can't always access all of them unless you're tied to a college, which has access to those databases, but some of them you can access.
Yeah. And sometimes even the summary is enough. You know what I mean? Like the summary at the beginning is it's going to give you a lot of what you may need.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
okay with that.
Yeah.
Well,
baths for me are just like when my lower back pain is bad from like Crohn's disease stuff. That's when I'm going to do a bath. Otherwise, I'm like, that takes too much time.
I can't remember the last time I took a bath.
Yeah.
I love showers.
Yeah. Oh, same. I do live on the first floor, Michael. Oh, advanced reader copy. So
or advanced review copies.
Or reviews. Yeah. So basically, just before it comes out, CB authors will send, or publishers, whoever, will send it to readers in hopes for fair, honest reviews that then help other readers figure out if they want to read it. I think it's kind of the gist.
Yes,
it's like a buzz builder.
To get some hype going for the book. Yeah.
And on the independent side, it helps us with the algorithm in Amazon when the book launches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, Sevion, hang on. 3 weeks. We got 3 weeks left, and I know you can do it.
Yes.
I know it because we've all done it. So if we can do it, you can do it. So hang in there.
And what I would always tell my students is that this might be a tough period of your life, but once you finish it and you get your degree, no one can ever take that away from you.
Exactly. And it's something you did, that you'll always look back at and be like, it's just like your books that you write or whatever. It's something you did that is yours,
Yeah.
Unless you cheat, and then they're going to catch you when they run your paper through. But turn it in. But other than that, you're good.
It's not showing. Okay. Don't give up. Just take a breather, maybe a hot shower, and it'll feel easier to handle afterwards.
So
I agree.
I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry. Whatever you need to unwind. Yeah. Hugs. Some of Tiffany's pie. I don't know. March of what year? Oh, I'm sorry.
She may still be in time.
Yeah, that's a good point. March of 22. Cyanide. That's funny. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like hot showers either, though.
Oh, I do. I love hot showers.
They make me dizzy. Because I have blood circulation problems.
So, like, he showers cold?
Yeah, to me, it's cold. He says it's warm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay.
But
to me, it feels cold because I like hot showers.
Same. It's steam rolling out when I pop out. Like,
but
I'm gonna pass out.
But research shows a cold shower actually stimulates the brain and gets your creative juices going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Good question.
Nowhere near as smart as half the people in this chat. I have just sat here the whole time and like, where are we getting all this info? I just a lot of classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why double tides happen at the new moon.
Interesting.
I did hear about the sun having some influence, but not as much because it's so far away.
Thanks.
All right,
we would like a 5 to 8 page research paper,
right?
And
or
sources. Yeah, I'm sure you have all your sources.
Oh well, yeah, that explains.
Yeah, enough said.
Did it include Pluto?
Yeah.
Probably not if it was last year.
Yeah. Oh, Pluto, bless. Yeah.
Okay, I'm behind in comments. I'm gonna do the next sprint.
Oh, okay.
Just because I feel like I'm really behind in comments. Maybe I'll try to go through these. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what my sister learned.
That's a great anagram. Is that an anagram? Wait, did I say that wrong? No, it's a
Mnemonic.
mnemonic. Thank you. Device. What's an anagram?
Yeah.
What is that? Now I have to look that up. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
An anagram, isn't that where you just mix up the letters?
Yes, I think. A word
I only
phrase.
remember that because
Yes,
when I
rearranging
was a
letters.
kid, I had a. You remember the VTech computers, like the little kid computers?
Oh.
They were called VTech, and they would teach you things.
Yeah, I
I
had
was
for
a
my
nerdy
son.
kid who had educational toys and loved it.
Oh,
But yeah,
it's like Halsey, you know the singer Halsey?
Yeah.
So that's an anagram of her real name, which is Ashley.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I had a VTech blue obnoxious like cordless phone at one point that was like VTech.
it was like a laptop, and
Oh,
it had like games on it. It was like anagrams, antonyms, reverse word,
Oh,
spell
that's
builder.
They actually had like a game console system, which you can't find anymore unless you buy it used from other people. And we did that and it didn't work. So we sent it back. But I had that for my oldest son, who's now 21. And we are trying to get it for my youngest son, but they don't make it. But they had Mickey Mouse and everything, but it looked like a video game console, but it was just bigger for little kids' hands.
well, that's kind of fun.
Mine was only like the 90s. So
We had Light
it wasn't
Bright.
fancy.
I'm like, we
Yeah,
had
I
Light
had Light Bright
Bright
too.
and Teddy Ruxpin. Like those, that was our tech.
Yeah.
Speak and read.
Oh, speak and read. Yeah, same. Well, yeah.
Okay, let us do another sprint. Okay. Oh, sorry, going 20 minutes on the clock, and we'll come back and chat again. Happy sprinting. right. That was the end of sprint number 3. How did everybody do?
I was like getting ready to hit the publish button on my newsletter, so I'm like that close.
Success. I started reading for Laura Tiny Shivers, which is her anthology of short stories, and I'm in her microfiction, and it is so creepy, but also good. So I'm glad I'm reading this during the day, because I'm like, this is not for middle grade. This is for all of the peoples, and it's really scary. And so I'm going to be reading this only during the day. But it's good. So if you like horror, Laura's got you.
What did I do? My sister called, so I was talking to my sister, and then I wrote a little bit more on the different challenges that I'm going to have in this. So yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Family time.
CB came back. And Richard.
I was just over in a stream you were in last sprint.
And Eva's here. Hello.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but they have a puppy.
Malin, hello. Yes.
I'm not feeling well today, Richard, so I am beaming from bed with dogs all around.
Yeah.
One snoring really loud.
I just sat here and waited for the timer to get done.
Fair. Yes. On Martin Lejeun's stream.
Finished the feedback this morning, so I'm good for the day, though I may do some other things. Some things on the task list for the week. I'm leaning towards just continuing nothingness. That's always good.
You've earned it.
Sometimes you just need to do nothing.
You just moved. Like, that takes a lot.
153 and a shower.
Let's see.
What's RDJ?
Robert Downey Jr.?
Maybe.
I think that's who CV means, but I'm not sure. I think it's Robert Downey Jr.
You're probably right.
There's my sister. Yes, she did in fact call me.
How did the interview go? Did she get a good grade?
Oh yeah, she didn't tell me.
I'm curious. Tell me. Let me know how it went. 229 words. I made changes to make file. That's not a bad idea. I should do that. Like, I have a note in my phone for like edit ideas and things that like come later, but I should have a more organized system for that, I think.
I don't think any of my systems are organized.
I would have a field day with all of mine.
The more impressed I am with my young self, having logically thought out so much. I'm not going to need to change much world building for the rewrite at all. That's good.
Love to hear it. I look back at my young self, not that impressed. Can I be honest?
Yeah. I started looking at flash fiction prompts. I want to write 10 this month, and I have like maybe 3 I like.
I can send you the ones I have for CGL starting this week through the next 5, Tiffany. I've got 5 if you want them, but I'll send you later today. Oh, yes, I know. He's so cute. His name is Haas.
What was his name?
Haas.
Oh.
I know. I said when my little chicken nugget meets that little puppy that's like energetic and it's gonna look like this dog does at mine. Like, your dog's broken. Yes. Agreed. And they lay close when I'm not feeling well.
Finish chapter 2.
Yay.
That's okay. Totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
No need to explain.
Yes, Robert Downey Jr.
Nailed it.
Saw one yesterday. Want some props thrown at you? For 13.
Nice.
Ginny Noble put up a great one that oh, okay, cool. Let me know how it goes. I'm hoping for the best. Pulling for an A. Ginny Noble had one that I finally did a 6-word like flash. Like, she does those flash prompts on Instagram, and I managed to like do one in 6 words, and I was so proud of myself. I even said to her, I was like, "Look, I did it in 6 words." I'm sure she was like, "Way to go! Like, I can count."
What was it?
Let me pull. Actually, I am so proud of myself. I should pull it up and read it. Oh, please, because it was a good one.
Converting everything to PDF. Cool.
The prompt was, "What the hell did you do to me?" And my answer was, "I thought you wanted a child." And then I said, "I did a flash in 6 words," and she was like, "On." Ooh, okay. I've only attempted it once, and it was not good, if I'm being honest. So it's not my strength to do the multi POV. Morgan, Shannon, or I just did that.
Yeah. Is Shannon frozen?
Oh shoot! Did we lose it? That's a great freeze, though. The storm got her.
Oh no. But yeah, multi POV is fun.
Yeah, I think it takes a talent I don't have, because I have trouble with them sounding distinct, like the voice of the character part sounding distinct in the same chapter. I think if it was maybe like separated, I could probably pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just was not pleased with it myself. For me,
semi-organized when I want to be.
Welcome to my life.
36 words closer to the end.
You got it.
See, I look back at my young self and think, why were you not homeschooled?
Yeah, I mean, I look back at my young self and think lots of things.
Tiffany says, send me all the things.
Oh, cool. I'll send them when I get finished and eat everything. I'll send them over tonight, Tiffany.
See, prompt, she dated person after person, but it never worked out. She was just unaware it was the same guy, a shifter who has fallen for her, and certain he'll get it right this time. Ooh. That sounds so good.
Good, and also
I want to read that.
Like, creepy and good all at the same time. Like,
yeah.
Totally. But you want a job on CGL writing prompts? Once a week, I can't afford much. My budget's this.
That would be a good story, though.
It would be. That's a good premise.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the grammar. Yeah.
For me, it would be spelling back in those days.
I forgot who I stole the prompt from.
That's okay. We don't judge. I know. I never can come up with one of. I love Jenny's prompts, and I never can do them short. And so that one, like, it clicked, and I was like, "Yes, it's score." Oh yeah. I could have missed some bullying years that way.
That is an awesome prompt.
Yeah, totally. Lost. You'll be back. We'll find you. It was a good freeze, though. Like, of all the frames, that's what I said. Zara Hoffman is notorious for the bad ones.
Second POV seems like too much effort now that I'm 25K in.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty far along.
But I mean, if it's going to change, it would rather be now than later.
Level it up. That's true. Probably.
Yeah.
75K. I mean,
I would cry if I had to write a whole nother point of view.
Oh, Michael. By the way, Michael, I have my hosts, and I need to just make the thing and upload it, which I will do today. So don't lose faith in me. Michael CB Chin has a write-a-thon next weekend. That's what we're talking about, that I should have announced and said, that's what we're doing next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be fun. Come, write words. It's round the clock. Michael CB Chin.
Nice promo.
Thank you. I know. You can tell I worked it out in advance. I know poor Michael's like, why did I choose him? Like,
yeah,
true. I think that's what I need to do with some Flash or something. Like, get to where I feel comfortable with it and not scared of it, and then try it. See what happens.
When I rewrite my first book, I think I want to do it in multi point of view.
That's cool. Oh no. Keep the fridge closed.
Yeah.
See, I'm afraid of it. I don't know why. I shouldn't be, I guess.
Use playlists to create a character atmosphere when doing multi-POVs.
That's not a bad idea. I like that, Maggie. That's a great tip.
And Eva says, "What's the pay for the prompt job?"
My eternal love. I don't know. I'll have to shake Ricky's money tree and see what.
Oh.
Oh well. That's never stopped people before, Eva. Just take the job anyway and say I'm the one.
I mean, if he can find good ones, that's a skill.
Yeah.
Too.
My stalker, the shapeshifter. I mean, the premise is so good. You know? Like
It is.
that's a great
really
premise.
write.
Didn't he write shifter stories? So it's like right up her alley too. But Morgan could write it too, so
That'd be fun.
do it.
Car back on to waiting on internet.
She'll be back in 2 minutes.
Shifting Hearts.
Oh, that's not bad. I like some of these titles. You guys are killing it.
The body won't be found yet. She's back.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, the storm knocked out all the power, so I had to wait for the power to come back on and the internet to boot back up. Yeah.
All the things. The only benefit to the old folks' home is so many people here use oxygen is we have generators. So if it goes out, it's just for like a second and then it's right back on. So the benefit to the old folks' home, that one.
Let's see. I would love to do it for the character build fiction Sam Wicker's hosting. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, now I know she was doing a series on, but it wasn't on. I may have to check out Sam's content and see if it's something new, Mama Maggie.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally. It sounds cool. Laura, I'm reading your stories. I'm finally reading Tiny Shivers. It's scary.
Yay, good.
Like, good, it's scary.
Rewrites are a lot of effort. The sooner the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Eva's probably right on that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's something where you could like multi-POV through the rest of it, and then when you go back to do your revise, like would that be almost easy? I don't know. I don't know actually what would be easier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Depends, because some people need to start over, and then some people, because for me, I think I would have to start all the way over to like.
See, and I'm like, I feel like maybe I would just like try to power through and finish the first draft and then go and like know my word point that I switched it and then be like, hey, no, I got a lot of work on that revise on the first third or whatever it is.
But I know like perfectionists, they're like, no, I've got to fix this little detail before I
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh, well, we got to start over now.
I gave up perfectionism many moons ago.
I'm trying because it sucks.
I think it's probably my personality too.
Yeah.
Let's see. The single parent education department should have assisted on me being taught at home. I didn't like being home, so I liked going to school.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about school when I was growing up that I wished had been different. Like I was a gifted kid, but then like we were kind of picked on because we were separated out. And then I was picked on anyway because I was A, chubby, and then B, homo. So I was like a planetary homosexual being cruising down the hallway with lots of books. So I feel that. Like the school could have maybe helped us not be separated out so much.
Yeah. The one thing think of is that all those nerds, right? They're the ones making money today.
I know. I know. I'm looking at Ricky like it's not
all
me.
The bullies are.
But they are. But no, you're absolutely right. I mean, totally.
I will be writing my autobiography. Ooh, that sounds.
What about you two? Would either of you ever write an autobiography? I've thought about it, and I thought like, I don't think I have a very interesting life like to tell, but I don't know if I would or feel very comfortable telling my own story. As I do making up stories.
Is a memoir the same thing as an autobiography, or no?
So I don't know the difference. Let's Google it.
I think autobiography is more like, here's what happened. This day they were born. This is what they did. They got their degree this year. Blah blah blah. Or memoir, you might interweave it more like in storytelling a little more.
Because I have a memoir planned. I don't. So yeah.
Autobiography. I've read autobiographies that have stories in them as well. So I don't know where that line is really.
Well, according to Masterclass, they say that while autobiographies are a platform for well-known individuals to share the facts of their lives in their own words, memoirs are a format in which writers use their life experience in service of a larger theme or idea, so more of storytelling.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So autobiography is like facts.
CB must be somebody well-known who we don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. I will say, CB, if anyone has not checked out the singing on CBs, I cried the day Betty White died because of the thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
Sent it to Ricky. He cried. We all cried. And we donated to an animal shelter. No, okay, I guess it's multi-POV, Eva, but it's not like, but the other POVs are just in a chapter, right? So it's not like multi-POVs in the same chapter, is what I should have said. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So yes, in certain chapters, there were other POVs, but within the same chapter, I didn't do multiples, because that's something I feel like I mess up, and they sound the same. Like, I don't think they sound different enough. So should have been more clear. You're right. I had 4 POVs total in that. But 2 of them were only in 1 chapter each. So, doesn't seem like I'm as talented.
What do you mean by multi POVs in the same chapter?
So, in the same chapter, more than one, like 2 characters.
I haven't done.
I've never done it. I mean, I know others who have done it in books and things, but I've never done it. I've only done like a POV in its own chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Dune was written in multiple POVs in 1 chapter.
In 1 chapter. That is not something, I do not have that skill set.
It's called head hopping, which I think you probably heard that term before, especially with your
I thought that was what you're not supposed to do.
But it was a very pervasive method 20 years ago.
Yeah. So. And it works. I mean, when it works, it works. I don't think I'm that good.
Huh. See, I've written 1 character POV, then gone back and written a second POV parallel. Then when merging them, I decided to change the whole mess to 3rd person. That sounds like a
whole process.
Yes.
I'll be jazzing it up a bit.
I'm good with that.
Let's see. A second, just Eva, if you feel like it's necessary, just rip the Band-Aid and worry about the first 25K in developmental edits.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Devin. That I would be down with. Totally. That would be fun.
Share prompts I find for free.
Oh, I mean, you're going to get that. You've got that anyway. So. Like it or not. I do the same thing for CGL, Jenny. Or I change them just a little bit to whatever I want to write when I see it. And I go, oh, you know what would be great? I'd write a story if I changed just this. And then I totally cheat and write that story. Oh, thank you. Shake away. I've got a student loan with that Money Tree's name on it.
Last time I had a real power cut. I had to stay with my grand for 4 days.
That's when everything in the fridge has gone bad. 4 days. It's like,
Emmy. All the things that second POV would need to relay before the point you're at now are notes to add in as a rewrite. True.
Yep. Sure.
Starting over is a method I used to. That's why I don't finish. Yeah, that's what I used to do. That's why it took me so long to finish my first book. Because technically, I started it in the 4th grade for an assignment, and then I didn't finish it until senior year because I kept starting over. So.
Wait,
don't start over.
Seeds of Doubt was started in 4th grade and you finished in school?
No. My first book was, originally it was called The Legend of Blue what was it? Blue Fields and Red Valley. And then I changed it to Blinding Light of Truth. And it was like a romance, medieval romance, Romeo and Juliet type story thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think we have one more sprint, Emmy. One or
Yes.
two, I don't know. Yep.
One, if you all are up for it. Again, because we're past the 2-hour mark. So it's up to you both.
I can do one more.
Yeah, I definitely do one more.
Okay. Oh, someone's calling me.
Widria.
Okay. And so, yeah, Amy, we have one more sprint. And Sundays is at 1 normally. Oh, timer's going. Dang it. Okay. 20 minutes on the clock. And then we'll come back and chat again. right.
Oh,
Go.
what are you eating?
Yeah.
What snacks are you into?
I'm eating peanut M&Ms.
Proud of you. Peanut butter would have been the only thing I would have been like, also amazing. How did it go? How did everybody do?
I got some more notes on my outline.
Good. Shannon, you get the newsletter sent?
Yeah, I had to double check that I didn't lose it with the power having gone out, but it saved everything. So I got it sent, and then I start cleaning out my emails.
Sweet. I feel like I'm signed up to your newsletter, but maybe I'm not. And if not, I'll sign up today so I can know what's going on. Let's see. I read a few more stories in Laura's, and they have only gotten scarier. I got it. Thank you. My turn. Sorry, I had my husband come in and turn my lamp on because I have dogs asleep all over me, and I was like, I'd rather chew my arm off than wake them up. So I read more of her stories, and then I got a little bit distracted with Richard's live stream. I popped over as I saw Shannon over there too. When I saw Gary was on, I was like, hey, and then I was like, oops, 2 minutes left. Bye, guys. So, yeah. Nice. I have a very Fiddler on the Roof matchmaker thing going on with my hoodie. I didn't realize, but it is kind of in the darkness. So, whoops.
It's like the perfect ambiance there, though, for you reading ghost stories, or not ghost stories, horror stories.
Yeah,
I know, totally. I was like, I can't read anymore. Like, it's getting too close to nighttime. We're gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
CV got 126.
Way to go, CB.
508 on a different project.
Good job. Good sprint.
Even did some journaling.
Nice.
Who's the more lovey one, Shannon? Thor or Loki?
Loki's usually the one that's in my lap. He kind of takes it over from his brother. So, but Loki actually left my room, and now Thor is over here. So, and he's on the desk with me right now.
He's like my chance.
Yeah.
Now the EPUB upload has page numbers and headers and footers inserted in the middle of the pages. Wow.
Like, I'm developing anxiety for you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's some kind of a glitch, like that, like, you know, you're gonna do something later and like figure it out, and you're like, oh, it's like one. I'm hoping it's something like that, where it's like, oh, I click a setting and it all works.
Yeah.
Yay.
Found a few more prompts. Yay.
Mad prompts.
Awesome. All right. Reached the end of the comments.
Right, we did it.
Yay.
Okay, so we want to go ahead and wrap up. So I'll let Barrett start the outros and then Shannon.
Cool. Hi, my name is Barrett Laurie. Over on my channel, I talk about my journey to traditional publishing. I write stories about ordinary queer kids living extraordinary lives. So if you want to join me, we are streaming tomorrow, Monday at 1 p.m. Shannon will be with me, as well as Tiffany in chat and Kelly Wright. And we're going to write from 1-3. So I hope to see you all there. And also on Thursday, a vlog. And next weekend, Michael C.B. Chen's Write-a-thon. So,
yeah.
And I'll be with Morgan a few times next week, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Shannon, right under a pen name SD Huston. You can find my channel name. Yay, I got it right first time.
Like,
Laura's like, go right.
Go right.
It's under my channel name is SD Huston. And I publish content about writing and my self-publishing journey, which it's kind of heavy on the self-publishing journey right now, since that's what I've been heavy into these last few months, actually. I'm also one half of the duo with Jenna O'Malley for the first AuthorTube Writing Conference coming to YouTube in July, which we're really excited about. Still looking for speakers to sign up. The deadline is May 15th. And I will be back with Morgan in a couple more times this week. I think I'm on Wednesday. Oh, I'm on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and with Barrett tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm on with you, I think, on the 20th here too, right?
Oh, yeah. On the 20th.
Yeah. And I just signed up for Shannon's newsletter. Y'all should do it too. World of Fiction.
Still trying to work on what kind of theme I want for that, but yeah, that works.
I thought I was already signed up, so if I'm in there twice, sorry.
Yeah, right. And thanks for having me today, Morgan.
Yeah, thank you both for coming. As usual, there's the link for more sprints if you're interested to keep going. Morgan Hazelwood, right? Yes.
Oh yeah, it's Sunday.
Started on a few minutes ago.
The other Morgan.
Cyanide finished chapter. Yay.
We did it, Cyanide. Yay.
Oh, tired chocolate.
Oh, Maggie, I'm so sorry.
All right. Thanks, everybody in chat, for hanging out with us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. So, bye.